an oil change on the Spyder. Trying to do an oil change on it. I've been on it for 3 days now. I ended up removing the bottom cover, and that thing was tied up with zip ties, so that already made me think that there might be something wrong with it. Here's the reservoir plug, and then there's the main plug there, which ended up being stripped. That took me about 3 days to remove it. Remove the drain plug, you need like a set of Allens, which I had purchased, so I was able to do those. This has 2 filters, so I was able to remove this one. The oil filter in the bottom had one of these was a little stripped, not crazy, but it had a little wiggle, but it's still, I was still able to get it out. The drain plug was not budging at all. It was badly, not badly stripped, but it was stripped. It had a little wiggle on it. I mean, me playing with it, I made it worse. So what I did was I ended up purchasing this from Home Depot. Speed out as seen on TV didn't work at all. This was no good. I ended up using this drill bit. You put it in the drill in reverse. It's kind of like open up the hole, and then you turn it around and keep the drill in reverse, and then you spin it. It just wouldn't grab at all. So for that day, this was the second day, once I realized that it was stripped. Then on the third day, which was yesterday, I ended up buying this Ryobi set. It gave me a grip in the bottom, so I can use a adjustable wrench. Used a torch. I had saw online somebody removing a screw. They warmed it up. I kept the flame very, very low. I put it underneath there on top of the screw for about a minute and a half, no longer than that. I let it cool down for a couple minutes. I then took this bit manually and in reverse, lefty-loosey, and I started spinning it, and I felt like it grabbed. Once it grabbed, I kind of kept spinning it a little bit more. I did it by hand. I then grabbed the adjustable wrench and I started lefty-looseying it, and once I got a nice tight grip on it, I then put a little force on it, but I took my time, and then I heard a snap. When I heard it snap, I thought I broke the bit, and I was kind of like, oh shit, I'm in trouble, here we go. And when I touched the bit, it actually had popped loose already, and I was able to do it with my hand and take it right out. So I got really lucky with that. I don't have the drain plug now. I had to order it from the dealer, and they said it was going to be about a week and a half, and that's kind of like where I'm at now. Let me show you too. I was excited because I got the bumper back. The bumper took longer than I expected. I mean, it took almost a week and a half, almost 2 to get back, but I was able to put it back on. So in the meantime, I put some decals on it, you know. That's the scan code to the YouTube channel, Vinco. I also did the extended brake pedal. I did it on the Riker too, and I felt it was comfortable on the Riker, so I figured I'd do it again on this one. It had the battery tender already, so I had it plugged in. After a couple days, if you don't leave it unplugged, you kind of feel it, you know, hesitate to start a little bit, but otherwise it'll start up. I took the windshield off too. I mean, in the comments below, if you know of a good, I mean, not good, let me say like a nicer looking windshield for it, I'm considering replacing it. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that one yet. I am working on the one that it had originally. It just had a lot of bumps and bruises on it, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I have something planned for it, but I don't know. If it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna buy a whole new windshield and take it from there. But yeah, that's kind of like the update on it. Ferrari's here looking fresh. See if I take him out for a quick little ride. See if we can get some miles on today. But otherwise, I should be taking a nice little ride next Saturday, so I should be having something the next week or so to put out. Meeting up with some guys from Riker Riders. So hopefully that turns out to be a nice ride. I was supposed to be this Saturday, but it got washed out. So hopefully next Saturday, and then, you know, a week from that, hopefully I'll have a nice little video put together. Keep you guys updated once I get the Spyder registered and all put together, and hopefully within the next month I should be able to have some content.